So I ended up here in part because I really wanted to have a thyroid and parathyroid focused practice. That has really been my interest from the get-go. And in most environments, when you do that, you can kind of do what I call a thyroid focused practice. Mm-hmm. So if you look at most endocrinologists, right? So if you have a thyroid nodule, and your primary care doctor says, I'm just going to send you to the general endocrinologist. Mm-hmm. Half of their patient population, at least, is diabetes.
Yep.
Okay. Probably 60 or 70%, depending on the part of the country. And I had sort of always been narrowing down my practice to be more thyroid than only thyroid. You know, after out of training, I did extra training to do my own ultrasounds, to do my own biopsies. And I kind of pushed it as far as I could where I was. I was in a very rural part of North Carolina. Mm-hmm. I might say my practice was probably about 70% thyroid. And when you don't have like-minded colleagues where you're focused on this specific thing, it can be a real challenge to bring in the latest and greatest for what you really can be, and I would argue should be, providing for patients.
Right.
You know, RFA's really only picked up in the United States in the last 4 years, despite the fact that it's been available worldwide for some time. So I did 500 ultrasounds a year before I came here. I was doing 175 plus biopsies a year. Mm-hmm. So in terms of my credentials and my skills, I was very much ready for the next step. So I pretty much just started looking. I actually had been looking for about a year and a half. I actually was in Utah at another interview. I had heard of them when I was on vacation, and I had sent like the initial thing, hey, I'm interested, here's my CV. Dr. Ahmad called me, and he's like, yeah, we're really interested, we'd like to meet you, we'd like to set something up. And I'm like, well, I'm actually in Utah. I mean, right off the bat, it was quite clear that this was going to work. You know, and I was coming from a community where what we had was actually very good. Mm-hmm. We had the endocrinologist and the surgeon working together, but I wasn't in a position to offer RFA to my patients.
And you had your heart set on RFA.
I had my heart set on RFA. Joining, Dr. Ahmad and Dr. Aljammal was a no-brainer. I mean, they're the highest volume in the United States for doing RFA.
He just said to me, you're going to need to have your thyroid removed. I was at a low point. Dr. Aljammal and Dr. Ahmad, they're 15 minutes from my house. I was booking an appointment right after that. The heart palpitations, temperature not working, the bone loss, it was all, coming to a head. I had to do something. But I had the antibodies for Hashimoto's. Whoa, what do I do with this? Potentially I could become hypothyroid after RFA, and did I still want the surgery? This is the day of surgery.